Okay, I've tried narrating this too many times, so hopefully this one will be fine. Alright there guys, it's the Dom Fanatic and I'm here bringing you a RU versus OU battle, because this guy didn't have an RU team, so I thought a challenge was in order. I hadn't actually used my RU teams many times before this, so I thought a challenge would be good. So I start off with my Steelix, predicting he'd go with a Amber Bomb at the start, and I thought he might use Taunt after using the Fake Out, so I go for the Dragon Tail to make him switch out. I sort of figured this out after battling someone who had one before. So he brings in, or he gets, his Raiku's forced to come in. So I go for the Earthquake to try and get as much damage done to it as possible. Possibly thinking it could KO, as I don't actually have any attack EVs into this thing, and it almost takes it out. But he's going to finish me off with an Aura Sphere, and I let him do so because this Steelix really doesn't mean much to me anymore, because it'll get killed by entry hazards or something at some point. So I let it die, and I bring in my Crocodile, as in Crocodile Dundee. Anyway, I go for the Earthquake, trying to get the kill to get a Moxie boost, but he actually brings in his Ambit Bomb, and it kills it anyway. So I'm looking quite good here, and I'm thinking, early sweep, great YouTube video that'd be. But he ruins my parade and brings in Mamoswine with Ice Shard, and I thought it would kill me, but it doesn't actually. I don't understand how it didn't. I know it's quite a weak move, but Mamoswine's a beast, especially with Life Orb. Now he's Earthquake, and it goes down and down, and it survives with 12 HP, he said. And I was kicking myself there, but it's a double down as he kills himself with Life Orb. So it's 4-4 quite early on in the game. So I bring in my Togetic. I recommend this Pokemon to anyone who's watching this video. It kicks ass. I've had people come to me moaning after a battle saying how annoying it is. And I told them the set, and they've gone on to use it, and it's pretty good. And it has quite a big part to play in this game as well. Actually, not in the battle, out of battle. And you'll see why in a minute. So he brings in his Raikou to heal up with Wish, which is a very good play. I was totally oblivious to it, really. So I just send in my Katie Price, my pink, pouty-lipped Magmortar, who's hot, although Katie Price isn't. I just go for a Flamethrower anyway, just to get stab damage on something. But he brings in Milotic, and it kind of doesn't really work out for me. So I use Thunderbolt to get some damage, and it does about half, and I'm thinking this is looking good. He goes for Toxic. I don't really know why. He could have quite easily killed me off with something. Maybe he didn't want me to bring in something. I really don't know. And it's so close with another Thunderbolt, and I'm down to 44, and he's just going to stall me out here. I'm going to ruin it for you guys. Katie Price dies to poison. How funny would that be if it happened in real life? Nah, it'd be really harsh. Katie Price has done nothing wrong. So I go down to Thunderbolt. Red again, but he makes the smart play and recovers. Stalling. So anyway, now he's up to 3/4, and I bring in my Zangoose. Zangoose is a boss. Definitely one of the better physical attackers in RU tier. Games before this, he swept one actually, with just being so powerful and fast. It's very good, although Jirachi is a very good wall, but then again in RU you wouldn't see Jirachi, so it'd be very good there. So I bring in my Alakazam, thinking Shadow Ball is super effective against Jirachi, and I really don't understand why. It's Psychic type as well, but I didn't realise it's not very effective against Steel, so it makes it neutral, and he gets the first turn Paralysation with Body Slam. And I carry on Shadow Balling to get it down. I'm trying to get the special defense drop, but he just wishes, and he's a Wish Protect Jirachi, which I haven't actually ever seen before. I just see loads of Serene Grace spamming ones, and they're just a pain in the ass. I guess it's a mixture. He's back up to full already. I get paralysed, he gets paralysed. One turn of double paralysation, he gets more leftovers. I'm paralysed, he's paralysed. Second turn of paralysation. I get a Focus Blast off, and I don't know why I didn't start using this in the first place, as it does half, and he gets paralysed again. That's 3 turns in a row. And it comes back to haunt me in a bit. I miss, he gets a Wish off. That's a pain in the ass. Ugh. I switch. I don't know why. I go back into my Gander. Oh, I thought Bug moves were good against Jirachi, but obviously not. I could have gone for a Focus Blast there and probably killed it. But anyway, I go for the X-Scissor, and it does nothing. So I'm like, oh. So I had a quick look on Cerebi after this. I know it's kind of cheap, but oh well. I went to see what close combat was like, so I just went for close combat, because I know my Zangoose isn't going to have much to do in this battle now, so I just leave it in to die, and it gets down to about half, and this is a range where I could bring in my Alakazam to kill it with a Focus Blast, although I was thinking after it, if he protects this turn, he might survive one, but I get paralysed, he gets a Wish Off. Pain in the arse. This is why RU should stick to RU and not OU. So he body slams, and I live with 2 HP. And Alakazam has literally nothing in defense, but I get a Focus Blast off now. And I was hoping for a critical hit to make it fair after that paralysation, but he gets paralysed in the end as well, which is quite good. So he's back up to about half, and he gets paralysed again going for the Protect, and I go for the Focus Blast. And I'm like, oh, finally I've killed this thing. But no, Jirachi lives. So he's down to that much HP, but I get to kill it off with Shadow Ball this turn. And that thing is out of the way, but at this point I think I only have my Alakazam, which is paralysed and on 2 HP left, and Togetic. And I got trolled here big time. I thought this was his real Raikou. He goes for the nasty plot, so I go for Psychic, but it turns out to be Zoroark. So if I'd have gone for Focus Blast, this game might have come out differently, but no. So I've only got my Togetic left, and the only move it's got is Air Cut, and that can do damage. Look at that. It's taken a nasty plotted stab Night Days, and it hasn't even a half. Eviolite, Togetic with Thunder Wave, Roost, Heal Bell, and Air Cutter is a great Pokemon. I made it up. It came out of the top of my head. I like Togepi in its evolutions, so I thought I'd use it. So here we go. His Zoroark's down to about half, just up over half. But he's going for Night Days, and look, he ends it with a crit. One of the most hacks